Russia has reacted with fury after President Donald Trump imposed sweeping sanctions on Moscow's two largest oil companies. It's the first major economic strike by the US administration in Trump's second term, and a direct hit on what analysts call the financial lifeline of President Vladimir Putin's war economy. The sanctions effectively blacklist Rosneft and Lukoil.
I just felt it was time. Look, these are tremendous sanctions. These are very big. Those are against their two big oil companies, and we hope that they won't be on for long.
Freezing US assets and cutting off global partners that continue to trade with them. The White House says the goal is to pressure the Kremlin to halt its assault on Ukraine. Just days earlier, President Trump cancelled a planned summit with Putin in Budapest, calling negotiations unproductive. This latest move signals Washington's frustration and a renewed determination to choke off Russian war financing. Speaking at the Kremlin, President Putin called the sanctions an unfriendly act, but insists Russia's economy remains strong. He warned that restricting Russian oil could cause a sharp increase in global energy prices, a blow that could also hurt US consumers. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev went further, labeling the US an adversary and accusing Trump of walking the path of war. The Foreign Ministry's Maria Zakharova declared the measures illegitimate and predicted they would fail, just like the past sanctions. Ukraine and European allies quickly welcomed the US move. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky thanked Washington, saying, quote, "We waited for this. It's important and it will work."
Peace negotiations, diplomatic way how to stop Putin. That's why we had the long conversation. After our conversation, you saw messages, public messages from Trump. He proposed stay where we stay and begin conversation. I think that was good compromise, but I'm not sure that Putin will support that. And I said it to President.
Meanwhile, European Union leaders announced their own coordinated measures targeting Russia's shadow fleet of oil tankers and further restricting the movement of Russian diplomats. Russia's energy sector makes up nearly 5% of global oil production. Analysts say sanctions on Rosneft and Lukoil could disrupt global supply chains and raise oil prices worldwide. Yet, experts warn Russia has become highly skilled at evading sanctions, rerouting exports through Asia, primarily China and India. The question now, will Trump enforce these sanctions strictly enough to cut off those back channels? Tensions also rose in the Baltic region as two Russian aircraft reportedly violated Lithuanian airspace near NATO scrambled Eurofighter Typhoons in response, highlighting growing risks as Moscow tests Western readiness. With sanctions tightening, diplomacy stalled, and the war in Ukraine grinding on, both Washington and Moscow appear to be entering a new and unpredictable phase. For continuous updates and expert analysis, follow Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja on all platforms. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay closer. Frank Adams, Eagles FM News.